What's up, friends, family, faithful viewers of Opinions Mostly? Welcome to another installment, episode 18, guys. 18. Give it up. We made 18 episodes this year. What a year it's been.
That's a lot.
Lots of good times, lots of bad times, lots of hope. The title of this episode, Joe, when you upload it, is going to be Heartbreak and Healing. Okay? That's all there is to it.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
I'm your host, Nick the Shark Herbst. Once again, thanks for joining us. Sitting directly across from me via the Zoom cast, we got the one and only Aaron the Hammer Quilly.
What is up, boys?
Go, dog.
Go, dog.
How you doing today, Aaron?
I'm doing fantastic. How are my lovely gentlemen?
Gentlemanly.
Zinned up and ready to go. No.
Ooh, fully dialed in.
We have a child on this podcast.
Yeah.
And speaking of the child on this podcast is the one and only Joe Special Teams Follery.
Nick, this episode better not turn into a therapy session for the Packers loss, all right? I'm just going to throw it out there.
You're more than welcome to throw it out there. I'm healed. I didn't
Okay.
answer my phone for like the whole next day. I threw it in the corner. I text my boss like, if anyone calls me, I'm directing them to you. Like automatically forwarded. I'm not doing anything. I wasn't on social media. All I did was watch TV all day.
You need to feel that Kenergy from Barbie, Ryan Gosling, man. You got to feel
my
the Kenergy.
I didn't respond to Joe, obviously, because like I said, I didn't have my phone. So I go to take a shower later at night. It's like 8 o'clock or something. And Celine's in bed, and my phone's just going, rah, 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 and I come out of the shower, get in there. She's like, Joe, I guarantee you, Joe just sent you like 13 messages. And no shit, there's like 28 messages, and like half of them were penned me. It's like,
I sent a bunch of Ryan Gosling gifts.
Oh my gosh.
and then we're like watching a movie on the Xbox, and of course it shows that I'm online, and Joe just starts sending me like party invites.
Oh, yeah, I
like,
kept spamming you.
bling, bling, bling. I was like, what the
Leave him alone, dude. Let
I
the man
know.
breathe.
I wanted to make sure he was good.
What fucking real? I sent you a meme. I said, I'm dead inside. No, with,
yeah.
Michael Scott. No. Okay.
I'm sorry that I care for you. Well, the other office mate was like, sorry, my friendship affects you.
Yeah. All right, let's talk some football. Well, we still got a little bit of football left to watch. First, I will do my little Packers segment here, okay? So, as most of you know, Green Bay lost
No way.
to the Niners, 21-24. Okay, my opinion of the game. We outplayed them the whole entire game. We made our own mistakes. Like Darnell Savage dropped his interception, which could have turned around the game. Obviously, Carlson missed his field goal, which could have changed the game. And then obviously, at the very, very end, put all the pressure on this young quarterback. Jordan Love does an interception, which, the guy hadn't done an interception like it wasn't the last like 8 games or something like that. Whatever. Not a big deal. He's young. So I'm actually come to terms with it. I'm fine with it. We had a great season. We had a season that no one thought we were going to have. We're a young team. I hate when people I came to work and everyone was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, fucking shut the fuck up.
I agree with that. I hate that.
Fuck. There's a lot worse things that could happen to you, But my point here is we have a bright future. I don't want to wait till next year because who wants to wait? I want it now. This is America. But I want it now. It's my money. I need it now. Jordan Love, he still had 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he threw those 2 interceptions. Brock Purdy, 252 and only 1 touchdown. I mean, like I said, if you're talking stats here, Jordan Love did all right, except he did screw me on a fucking 13 leg parlay. Everything else hit. Even Packers got the points and everything. And he missed it by 6 yards. 6 fucking yards of passing. Okay. So there's that little bit. And then obviously just recently in the last week since that game, we did fire our defensive coordinator, Joe Barry, which
Nice.
What? No way, man.
Congratulations.
we kind of said was going to happen.
Yeah.
He had to win the Super Bowl and lead us to the victory in order to keep his job, and he didn't. So, we saw that coming. And then Carlson, now our kicker, who fucked up, and has been fucking up all season long, has competition. And he has competition in the form of
Say it
Pod
right.
Lesney.
Okay, there we go.
Pod Lesney. Okay. So if you don't know Jack Pod Lesney, he used to be a Georgia Bulldog, okay? We signed him. He's not officially our starting kicker. It's like a shootout. They're gonna do all, training camps, all these fucking things. But at Georgia, he went 61 field goals made out of 74 attempts, which was 82%, with a 64% touchback percentage. Not so concerned about that. For perspective, Carlson was 79 of 110 field goals, which was 72%. That's a 10% differential. So it's putting the pressure on Carlson to get his game together. And
Pressure makes diamonds.
That was his percentage for this last year?
Yeah, well, yes. During his SEC career, excuse me.
Okay.
Talking SEC careers.
Okay.
So regardless, that's college, which allegedly college is supposed to be more difficult, right? It's supposed to be Yeah, okay. So that's a good jumping off point for one of them to step up and make it a good season for us.
So just real quick, since we're talking about your Green Bay Carlson kicker situation here, I have a request from the old man himself, Pops, that if this got brought up, he wanted a stat thrown out there about Carlson compared
let's go,
to
Hammer.
Crosby. So
he
sent this to me. This was Crosby's a couple of his numbers from his rookie year. He made 79.5% of his field goal, and his longest was 58. Anders Carlson in his rookie year made 81.8% of field goals this year, and his longest was 57. So I think Pops wanted that thrown out there for a little bit of perception.
Really?
Yeah, Nick, can we let our kickers grow and develop, please? I mean, 1 year and you're ready to can them? I mean, you just said you're the youngest team. You got to grow.
That was a request from Pops that this got brought up.
I can appreciate that, and Pops, okay. First of all, disclaimer, not even a disclosure, full disclaimer here. Dad will fucking draft a Packers kicker in the 3rd round of a fantasy football. Okay. So I just want to throw that out there.
Your point? No, it's good.
I mean, kicking's a big deal, especially when it comes down to those moments where it's like this can either make or break the game. Okay, and in these pressure situations, who would you take? Justin Tucker? I mean, Justin Tucker, isn't he? He's what team is he on now? He's still playing. He's on
best kicker to ever live, man. Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, he's on the Ravens.
Yeah, exactly. So he's still that's my point. Longevity, right? Okay, yeah, sure. He's a young kicker. That's what you said, Joe. Give him some time. The time is now with a young team when everybody else is making plays and you're the guy not making the plays.
Yeah,
here we go.
I see what you're saying, but there's also something I want you to think about with your Carlson situation. Sure. Daniel Carlson, Anders' brother,
on the Raiders.
Yeah, he got from the Vikings because he was, in a similar situation, and now on the Raiders, he has been one of the most consistent and reliable kickers in the league.
Okay.
So I'm saying, I see your struggles with your kicker right here.
Yeah.
But I mean, just give him a little bit of time. He might be okay.
Well, I think that's why we haven't made a decision. We just hired a new kicker to give him competition to be like, look, dude, your job's on the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's under a microscope. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got
well, every kicker is though.
Yeah. I mean, every kicker is, but as Pat McAfee would say, it's the hardest fucking position in the NFL. So,
and you ask someone like Skip Bayless, he says, "Why do we even have kickers in the first place?"
Yeah, well, let's not get started on that. Dumbass.
Quick side note with Jordan Love when he threw that late game interception,
the one to seal the deal.
I think you guys are right. He's pretty comparative to Brett Favre,
Stupid. So yeah, we'll see how Pod Lesney plays into it, and then we'll also see whenever we get a new defensive coordinator how that plays into it. Honestly, we're on up and up, and it could have went either way with Joe Barry, in my opinion. We didn't lose that game because of our defense.
No, self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I now have like mixed emotions about it because I'm like, yeah, get him out because I've been calling for the whole time. But then they got progressively better and we're playing games. I don't know. It's football. Who fucking knows anymore? You know, it's all scripted, right?
So I was watching this bit on Pat McAfee, and Ty Schmidt pointed out, like, ever since y'all hired him in 2020, like, you guys have not progressively gotten better. You guys, I think the highest that the Packers rated in yards allowed overall was like 24th in his last four seasons with the Packers. So Ty was pointing out, you know, he's just like you, he's a Packer shareholder. So what he says is gold, no pun intended.
Obviously. Hey,
but he pointed out some stats, and it just showed that Joe Barry wasn't getting it done consistently enough. Always had a low defensive teams in terms of rankings, and just never progressively got better. And you have 8 first rounders on that side of the ball. Like, you got to be better than that.
Yeah.
We can't let 2 playoff games all of a sudden decide and sway. Well, we're going to disregard the larger batch of data that's available here. Right? But give him credit, he dialed up some good game plans.
Next year could, honestly, everyone's like, oh, it looks great next year. Like, you guys are going to have a great next year and everything. But it's also super scary because of the fact that we just kind of are on like a firing everybody phase right now. And it's like, well, if we did that good.
Well, you should bring in Bill Belichick to coach your defense.
What the hell? I know. Oh, dude. Speaking of that
Dable.
That leads us right into our next segment, actually. So I'm going to let you take this one over, but I do want to say he was passed on by the Falcons, right? Mm-hmm. You want to finish it for me? Because he was passed on by the Falcons because the Falcons ended up hiring your boy
Raheem Morris, defensive coordinator for the LA Rams. Raheem's been interviewed ever since we won the bowl a couple of years back.
The bowl.
That was only 2 Super Bowls ago, if you can believe that. Pretty recent. Anyway, he's been every offseason, he's been interviewing everywhere. So it was only a matter of time before we were going to lose him to a team. Atlanta's getting a good coach. I understand that offensive coordinators are the hot pick now for head coaching vacancies, but Raheem Morris has proven that different. Who's the Falcons head coach or the Texans head coach? D'Amico Ryans has proven that wrong. Yeah, he's another defensive player.
Yeah, he has an interesting name.
Yeah. Obviously, the replacement coach for the Patriots, Jared Mayo, another defensive. It's kind of weird. It's the trend in head coaching hires is starting to go defensive way. Speaking of which, too, the Las Vegas Raiders officially hiring Antonio Pierce. Shout out to Raider Nation.
You got Raiders.
Let's go. Shout out to Raider Nation. You guys got your guy. So we'll see what they can do for sure. Other head coaching updates here. The Titans hired Brian Callahan, offensive coordinator for the Bengals. Nick, maybe you could speak on this. It felt like this kind of came out of left field, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry. I missed the whole. What are you asking me?
With Brian Callahan being hired to the Titans, offensive coordinator from feels kind of out of left field though.
So the talk around Nashville was for a long time, who the fuck is this guy? Like, but in his defense, I mean, he was the Bengals offensive coordinator, which the Bengals are high-powered. Well, maybe not so much this year, but they historically have been a high-powered offense. They also, injuries. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of injuries. So the talk of the town right now is everyone thinks that the Titans are making all the wrong mistakes and that their team is completely in shambles. They're like, we don't know. We have no identity.
I mean, can you blame them? Honestly.
Right.
I agree. There is no identity. Brian Dable was the identity of that team.
Yeah. And now Derrick Henry being a free agent that he's coming into play, and they got Will Levis as their quarterback, which he needs to develop. I think that's why they took Callahan as the offensive coordinator, though, is because he knows how to work. Huh?
To develop them?
Yeah, exactly. He knows how to work with quarterbacks, and he knows it's a very similar system that I think with Derrick Henry leaving the team allegedly, still free agent.
Yeah.
A building around this quarterback, and that would be what the Bengals were. It was a high-powered passing offense. Like Joe Mixon's great and everything, but it was all about Joe Burrow. So
I'm just
I think
curious
that
how much he was involved with the offense because I think Zach Taylor, the head coach, was making all
was
the
the
play
play
calls
caller.
and the scheming and stuff.
Yeah, but it's once again, like I said, it's the development of the whole entire team, and they want this
Okay.
to be a higher powered offense than what it was. I mean, keep talking because I'm going to look up a stat real quick about the Titans.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah,
total
obviously,
points.
yeah. So Brian Callahan, who's also obviously the son of Bill Callahan, who led the Raiders to a Super Bowl appearance back in 2002, which I'm sure Aaron remembers. Hey, say your team was good once upon a time, Aaron.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I know, just taking a nonchalant.
I mean, honestly, I mean, it's funny you make that comment, Joe. I think with the AP hiring, it's gonna be huge for the Raiders. I think we're gonna have a winning season next year, depending on who our quarterback's gonna be. But I think they've made every right decision.
Well,
And
Aaron,
with the rest, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, what did Nick say the title of this podcast was? Hope.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
well, right. Oh, I don't disagree one bit. I think that
Yeah,
y'all should have gone with Antonio Pierce. I think with the rest of the
yeah.
country.
I think we're finally gonna go back to playoffs hopefully next year or two.
Absolutely.
So backtracking real quick because the stat I was looking up was the total points per game for Tennessee Titans. They were only scoring 17.9 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 2 touchdowns and a field goal
Yeah.
in 4 quarters. Last year, the Cincinnati Bengals were averaging 21, almost 22 points per game, which isn't great or anything, but once again, we're talking about injuries. So the fact that those injuries still had them producing more points, that's why you would want an offensive coordinator like Callahan, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the offensive coordinator move. It just I didn't feel like Bill Callahan was that guy in Cincinnati. But you know what? Maybe the Titans are seeing something we are, and that's why they're making decisions, and we're making a stupid ass podcast criticizing them for it, right? So
I'm not criticizing. I think it's a great hire.
or yeah, just talking about it at least.
I think you always got to give like the underdog, the no name, like someone that's like under the radar, the chance.
I don't know, a
because
Sean McVay.
they'll make the differences. Yeah, exactly. Sean McVay, your boy. Exactly. Same fucking thing.
Absolutely. Moving through here, the Panthers, with their impatience, have found another head coach as well. And Dave Canales, he was previously the offensive coordinator in Tampa, who went to the NFC conference, divisional game.
Yeah.
So, and he's a young gun too, offensive coordinator at the age of 42. And I think he working 13 years as Pete Carroll assistant in Seattle before helping revive Baker Mayfield's career. So it appears that the Panthers may have gotten a good hire here. And they also hired a GM too. So looks like the Panthers might be putting it together here, but it's all about David Tepper and his patience. And then I think obviously the most important or one of the biggest splashes of all so far, Jim Harbaugh going to the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that's the best move the Chargers could make. He's going to unlock the Justin Herbert potential. And Aaron can speak for himself. Everyone's trying to chase down Patrick Mahomes in that division. I think the Chargers struck gold here with hiring him.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good fit there. I think with the way the AFC West is shaping out in this offseason, even with the Chiefs being in there, I think we're going to see what everybody expected to see in 2021 from the AFC West.
The competitive division.
Yeah, I think every team's going to be fighting for first, and it's going to be close.
I agree.
And then another big pickup for the Chargers is they have the 5th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
So they can basically go, and they have the quarterback locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they have the running back locked in Eckler. I don't know for sure, but
yeah, I mean,
they could basically go anywhere.
Yeah.
We still have. Who do you want? All right, him. Simple as that.
Yeah.
We still have 2 head coaching vacancies: the Seattle Seahawks, and I think that's it. Actually, I think it's just the Seattle Seahawks, right?
I think okay. So obviously, we can chalk this up to
Washington.
Theories.
I apologize. The Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks are the last 2 openings.
We can chalk this up to conspiracy theories, but Bill Belichick's still out there. Does he go as a defensive coordinator to the Green Bay Packers? Is that what it's shaping up to look like? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe.
Or
I mean,
Yeah. Right? I mean, fingers crossed, baby. That or I don't think I think we talked about this last time, so I don't want to get into it too much. But I think we talked about him going to Seattle and how it's just like the same exact clusterfuck of a team. Why would he go there? Why would he move there?
Before the Atlanta rumors were heating up and he got interviewed, everyone was tying him to Washington, the Commanders.
Yeah, but that's still a clusterfuck too.
Oh, that's a complete rebuild, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're in a rebuild, and I think he's looking to coach someone that's just needs a coach that has talent on the team to get him there. Like,
ring.
To be honest, like, how much longer is he going to be coaching before he decides he's done? You know,
He already said he wouldn't be coaching at the age of 70, like 5-10 years ago, and he's already 71 right now. So yeah.
Yeah, his time's running out.
I mean, if there's no head coach vacancies, then he's going to have to take a coordinator position that's open or retire.
I wonder what his secret priorities are, because if he wants to win a ring, he would go to Green Bay.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the all-time coaching record.
Yeah, exactly.
Wins.
Yeah.
He's like 13 away.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, fuck, he's not going to do it with either of those teams.
Yeah.
So
well, where does Mike Vrabel go? You know, he might have to go back to being a coordinator till another opening opens up next season.
Yeah, I don't.
What if Vrabel goes to the Patriots, huh? Or the Packers, huh?
No, I don't see that happening for some reason. I just don't see it happening.
You don't want to meet head coach in your defense? All right. I mean, shit, I'll take him for the Rams since we're losing Raheem Morris.
I just can't see it. It's not in the energy, bro. I don't feel it.
The energy's not there.
Yeah, the energy's not there.
Well, maybe with the Michigan opening, maybe he goes there. Who knows, right? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Why not? All right. Let's talk AFC conference game, because we're getting down to that point now. Got what? 2 more games this week and then the Super Bowl, so 3 more games before it's over.
Well, hold on, we got the Pro Bowl, man. Come on now.
Oh shit, the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl games.
It's like the football Olympics,
Wait, isn't Peyton Manning and Eli Manning are going to face off in some things, though, right? That's what I heard.
I think they're doing the same thing as last year. Like Eli coaches NFC, and Peyton's AFC.
Aren't they facing off in some actual games too?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they're passing or something.
Maybe like an accuracy game.
Yeah. Yeah. No, okay. Fucking Pro Bowl, whatever. Who cares?
Gotta get the bets on that game. Gotta get the money lines on that game.
Yeah.
Oh God. Just take the over. The over's like 183 points, like every game.
Yeah.
All right. AFC. Back to what we were talking about, Joe. Thank you for the Pro Bowl bullshit. Pro Bowl plug. AFC conference game. Kansas City Chiefs at the Baltimore Ravens on CBS. Okay. Aaron, I know you're gonna say fuck the Chiefs. I already know that.
Predictable.
Do you see them having any actual hope of winning?
Well, let me start off with this. Fuck the Chiefs.
No, really? No.
Who would have thought?
I mean, yeah, there's always probability that they're going to win any game that they play, honestly, but unfortunately, Baltimore's too good. They're too good. Kansas City is all over the place still. That's it. Baltimore's going to win.
Yeah. I mean, according to the logo, Baltimore is going to win.
The Super Bowl logo? Yes.
Yeah. Which, do we ever cover that? Yeah, we must have.
Yeah, we have a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. Joe, what you got?
Well, I mean, I think I'm speaking on behalf of us. I think we're all kind of completely shocked that the Chiefs won and beat the Bills last week when everything was set up against them. But it's like Aaron said, all Patrick Mahomes does is find a way to fucking win, even when all the chips are stacked against him. But I guess maybe Patrick Mahomes is Josh Allen's Achilles heel. He's the one person he just can't overcome in the playoffs. With that being said,
hold on. Let me say that came down to, once again, a fucking field goal kicker.
Oh yeah, I mean,
again, fucking kickers all the time. Which they're probably some of the least paid athletes in the NFL. So Vegas calls you and says, "Hey, you missed that big fucking field goal that you
Oh
need to
God.
win.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
We'll give you $2 million." Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's point
True.
shaving, and that's illegal.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
they're point shaving,
insinuating
all right.
so you're insinuating the kicker has an actual cell phone in his helmet, so they can call him directly to his
No,
helmet.
he spends all of his time on the fucking sidelines just twiddling his thumbs. He doesn't play offense or defense until he's needed to kick a fucking field goal. So I mean, there's as time goes on, and there's 10 minutes left in the game, and then they call him, and you got a phone call, Tyler, and he's like, "Oh, okay, let me take this." Yeah, all right, they go. Oh, here, this is better.
Okay.
Tyler, your mom's calling. Hey, mom. He's like, all right, don't say anything. I swear to God.
Oh my
All you gotta
God.
do is miss this kick. If it's your opportunity, lose the game. Okay, mom, love you too.
On that note, you kind of remind me of a story about those phones on the sidelines that we see. Joe Montana was on this interview. He's like, he was sitting down on his team was on defense. So he saw the phone. He's like, I wonder if these phones dial out. So he actually called his wife at home, and she picked up. It's like, Joe, what are you calling me from? It's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to see if these phones actually dial out or if it's just internal. It's kind of funny.
Distance stuff. I'm calling London. I gotta make a long distance.
Well, it was a home game for the Niners that time. But yeah,
no, I'm just saying, I start making long distance phone calls.
Oh, rack up that bill.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Aaron hit the nail on the head, no pun intended. I think the Ravens are a much better team than the Buffalo Bills are, and we may be talking about the best defense in football this year. There's the linebacking crew is the best in the league. Their corners can get after it. They got some edge rushers and pass rushers on that defensive line. I mean,
yeah,
I think that's going to be a huge thing for sure. I think this game will come down to who makes less mistakes in general. I think last week what we saw between all 4 games, I'm not going to list them all, but it was everyone that lost except for the Texans were just completely, they weren't lined up. They were nowhere near the skill level of the Ravens. But the other 3 games, it came down to self-inflicted wounds. You look at the Packers, the interception, the missed field goal. You look at the Bills, the missed field goal, a couple drops. Stephon Diggs should have had that catch in the end zone.
Oh my gosh, what happened to him?
Yeah.
What
he got paid.
to him? Yeah,
he got paid. And then you look at the Lions and the Buccaneers. Baker throwing 2 interceptions, one on the last 2-minute, on the last drive of the game for the Bucs to possibly win it. And so I think it was a lot of self-inflicted, mistakes. So I think with that being said, the Ravens will win, but it's going to also come down to who makes less mistakes, self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah. So piggybacking off of that, like I said, I just gave you Brock Purdy's stats for a game against the Packers. They weren't shocking or impressive. They weren't perfect.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And then on the flip side of that coin, if San Francisco has been studying tape and studying the seasons and the season, excuse me, and the Ravens games, Ravens are number 1 rushing offense. Why are they the number 1 rushing offense? Because Lamar Jackson. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So what do? You shut that down. If anything, you're playing hard run stop defense. That's all you're doing. Because they're 21st ranked in the passing game.
The Ravens?
Out of the whole entire NFL.
No.
For the season, obviously. So you're targeting one thing that they're very successful at against something that they haven't been doing that much. I mean, he's got Zay Flowers and
Odell Beckham.
yeah. Well, OBJ's making his comeback.
Their tight end's coming back. Yeah, they get
Mark coming back.
Big T tight end. Yeah,
that's going to be huge for them too. If he doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, the kid that was playing tight end was actually playing very well for them too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing they had that backup.
If
they got a double tight end duo to throw at them, yeah, maybe throw in some 2 tight end formations.
But that's what I'm saying though, is that they have a game plan and it's been working. And when is someone going to address that game plan? Or when is someone going to be able to shut that game plan down?
It's kind of like Michael Vick.
All San Francisco, huh?
Kind of like Michael Vick, he's a cheat code, right, on the Falcons.
Yeah. He's a fucking cheat code. Because all they have to do is shut down the run, and then they kind of hold them to the only thing they can do. The only thing left to do.
Easier said than done, though, Nick.
And I meant Kansas City. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So I'll get into the points later when I make my bet because that comes into play. All right, NFC switching over. Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers. Aaron, I'm gonna start with you again. I was like, okay.
Not your
Tell
season.
us who wins and why.
First off, fuck the Niners.
Fuck the Niners, dude.
Shout out, man. My
With
man.
that being said, fortunately, and I really hope I'm wrong. I hope I think the Niners are going to win, but I hope the Lions pull the upset and go to the Super Bowl. Just because the Niners are just all around a better team. They have a good offense. Christian McCaffrey is unstoppable. And yeah, they're just a better team. God damn it, Lions! Like, use your Slim Shady magic or something, and beat the fucking Niners.
There we go.
That's what they need. They need that Slim Shady magic.
Yeah.
Joseph, go ahead.
I got a couple of things. Number one, I think Debo is going to be playing into effect here. I think he's going to be playing, but you never know, of course. I agree with that. I agree with the hammer. Fuck the Niners. I'm sorry if all the Niner fans are watching our show right now, but I think the Lions have a legitimate chance. Who's their edge rusher that they drafted out of Notre Dame? That Detroit. I can't think of his name right now.
I'll tell you in a second.
Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy that was getting all of his flowers, as Joe would say.
He's the Detroit native, man. He needs all his flowers, man.
That's right. Yeah, he was the big success story.
Or Michigan. But I think Detroit has a chance here. I think the betting line's a little bit too many points. Because once again, we're talking about the lights getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And what? Kyle Shanahan got his first win while being down by 7 points going into the fourth quarter against the youngest team in the NFL with self-inflicted mistakes, So what if Shanahan goes against a team that they're down by 7 that doesn't self-inflict mistakes, like a team like the Lions? I think the pass rush can get after it. The secondary is a little sus.
Whoa. That was a little low.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Jay?
Oh no, I'm not taking a shot at the Packers. I'm just saying,
definitely a shot at the Packers.
No, absolutely was not a shot at the Packers. Just talking about what happened, okay?
Goff's made mistakes like all fucking.
I agree. Goff is very vulnerable to mistakes. Shout out to Goff. That's why we got rid of him.
Jordan Love had better stats, 2023 season stats than Goff did. Okay.
Oh my God, I made one statement. I'm not.
You were a mistake. No,
I was not taking any shots at the Packers.
I'm healing. Sorry.
I don't know how good is the Niners' run defense because the Rams were able to run up and down them when we played. The first time.
So were the Packers. I mean,
the Packers too. Yeah.
Jones had 18 carries for 108 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you get Gibbs in there with that much room. I bet you Gibbs probably scores that touchdown. No offense to Aaron Jones, but. The Niners have shown flaws. They've shown openings. I think the Packers showed the game plan to beat them. I think Dan Campbell grinds it out. I'm taking the Lions 28-27.
28-27. Damn, boy.
Oh,
okay.
On the road. Yeah, I know.
You're fucking crazy. So obviously I'm conflicted because this is an NFC North team.
Yeah.
Playing our all-time playoff rivals, the fucking Niners. But fuck the Niners, dude. Fuck the Niners.
Yeah.
The Lions have never fucking won. Like, let them fucking do something.
Yeah.
So, my bold prediction is, Lions will win in a weird upset, only because I think the NFL script writers have been what's the word? Where you get caught? What's it? They've been exposed. Thank you, God. They've been exposed. They're like, shit, now we got to make sure that someone doesn't get into the playoffs with the same colors. So I think the Lions could pull this off. I think the energy, once again, I'm going back to energy for some reason. They got like a great chemistry. They're like in the game. They've never been here before. They got a vibe. They got a aura in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and fuck the fucking Niners. So a little bit of
fuck the Niners.
It's like, who wants to see the Niners? I want to keep seeing them get to where they always get to and then lose.
Mhm.
I need that quest for 5 to be a never-ending quest for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It needs to be a never-ending
That'd be
quest.
funny. That'd be funny.
That's what it
That'd
is
just
for
be
us.
Hilarious.
That's what it is for us against the Niners. So I want them to know how we feel. You know what I mean? This is what you guys do to us all the time. So
I'm sure Niners fans understand how you feel, Nick, because they've been to like 5 of the last 6 NFC Championship games and lost all of them. So
but they're not. They keep doing it to us, though. You don't do it to keep.
Oh, I
doing
mean,
it
to the Pack.
somebody
Okay,
if,
yeah,
if you know how
yeah.
you feel. If they had, you'd be like, all right, we'll let you win one because we understand.
Well, you don't want them to let you win. You gotta earn it.
Yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah,
you
Nick's
know
like,
how much more exciting this game would have been if it was Packers against Lions?
Oh, that'd be crazy, man. That'd be fucking insane.
Yeah,
And that'd be a Lions home game too. So that place would be bumping, man.
It'd be fucking great.
My final note on this whole thing is if we have to see another fucking Chiefs Niners Super Bowl, I will not be watching the Super Bowl this year.
I don't believe you.
I'm not kidding. No, I'll go golf.
I'll go golf. Hey,
I'll go golf.
Yeah, the course be wide open for sure. During that time of the day.
Exactly. I'll go get fucking hammered by myself on the golf course.
Yeah, no one will be there.
Just don't fall in the pond, all right?
Joe, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a professional now. Okay.
All right.
Had a lot of practice.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I see Baltimore Lions looking pretty good.
That'd be crazy, man.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch. Okay, let's talk our final segments and wrap this thing up, guys. First off, per usual, the one, the only Hammer is hammering the stats.
Let's hammer it out, man. We need some like paper hammers to wave.
Paper?
Or like a toy hammer, like a squeaky one.
I don't know what this is. This is me.
That's a dance.
That's the dance. The hammer dance.
This is the banging hammer dance.
The hammering the dance?
All right. Speaking
Looks
of
like something else,
AFC,
but okay.
NFC conference games, boys. Let's see what the odds are of each team actually winning the Super Bowl right now. So this is just for this week's odds. As we know, they obviously change week to week, especially this late in the playoffs. But right now, sitting at number 4 is the Detroit Lions at plus 700. And then number 3 is the Kansas City Chiefs, sitting at plus 350.
Okay.
And then the Baltimore Ravens are sitting plus 210, leaving the 49ers at plus 145. So
interesting.
Yeah, the favorites right now to win the Super Bowl are the 49ers.
And they're going to get beat by the underdog, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's weird. That's scripted.
That is scripted.
That's something we don't know.
That sounds very scripted. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Something,
okay.
Something someone doesn't want us to know, but we're slowly finding that out.
So for those of you that don't know, the plus, what Aaron's talking about, for example, the lines are plus 700. That means if you bet $1, you get $700. Or excuse me.
I'll bet that right now.
That's not what I meant. $7. Excuse me. So $1 is equivalent to $7 is what that means. So for the Niners, excuse me, God, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You said plus 125, 135?
145.
So that'd be every dollar you bet, you get $1.45 in returns.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop talking about the Niners, can you?
Well, I'm going top to bottom. I was going the lowest.
We only have 14 to talk about now. Jeez.
Okay, and then on the vice versa end of that, a negative would be if it was negative 100, you have to bet, or negative 200. That's $2 bet to win $1. Okay. Anyways, all right, Aaron, great job.
Thank you.
Unpredictable. Wow. That was unpredictable. I did not think that was going to be the odds. So I guess if you're a betting man, you would want to pick the Lions and put $10 if you can afford it, because if they win the Super Bowl, you win $70. Simple as that.
Mm,
I'll take the underdog. They got the aura, the energy.
the energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk special teams. Facts entirely.
Mm-hmm. You already know, baby.
What do you got for us today, Joe?
Oh, not too much. What's going on with you guys? Oh, sorry about that.
What?
Oh, that's I heard it flew right over his head. That's fine. Well,
I'm reading a text message.
I got a nice little fact here for you guys. We got Jim Harbaugh coming into the NFL now with the Chargers, and as we all know, the Chargers are built right now to compete at least in the playoff level based on the talent and the roster structure. And also we know that Jim Harbaugh, Michigan man, coming off of a national championship win here. So, interesting list I saw online here is there's only 3 coaches right now in the history of football that have both won the National College Championship and a Super Bowl. Those 3 coaches are Pete Carroll, who won at USC and with the Seahawks. And then we got good old Jimmy Johnson from the Cowboys. He won at Miami, and then he won with the Cowboys. And then subsequently, the other person is Barry Switzer, who won at Oklahoma with the Sooners and with the Dallas Cowboys. Only 3 coaches have won both the national championship in college and the Super Bowl. So does Harbaugh become the 4th? Stay tuned.
Probably in like 3 years. Yeah.
Not with the Chargers.
Not with the Chargers.
Give it 3 years. No. All right, good job. Fact entirely. Yay. That's a good fact right there.
Sean McVay will go down to the college level and he'll coach a team to the Natty. I guarantee it.
So you're wanting him to go down to the college level?
No, I'm saying at some point he will.
Are you saying you're done with him? I think you heard it first.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first, folks. He's done with him. All right.
What can I say?
Let's do a shark jump real quick and wrap this thing up. I cut back on drinking, so I switched to wine, and it's hitting me.
Wine's like a calm, like happy drunk. I like wine drunk.
It also sneaks up on you.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like when I started talking, I progressively.
But it does. Wine is the only drink nowadays that will make me throw up before I go to bed.
Well, don't fucking say that.
Not your system, I guess.
Just saying.
Do what works. No.
I did drink 2 bottles though that night, so that might have done something.
Yeah, well, that's why. This is 1 glass. No.
Okay.
It's like when Andy from Parks and Rec said, "I can't eat sushi because after 63 rolls, I throw up." Yeah.
2 whole bottles. Yeah.
Hey, there's only like 4 glasses in 1 bottle. Okay.
So 7 glasses is the limit. All right.
What, wine like 12% though?
Yeah.
This is like sipping on hard liquor and beer if you like average them out. Yeah. Unmerged them. Put together. I don't know. All right. Shark Chomp. Here's your Shark Chomp bet of the week. I did pretty good recently because I was down significantly, but then I started hitting a bunch of 13-leg parlays, and then I would have hit another one if Jordan Love didn't fuck me up. This one I'm going to give you is the underdog bet. I'm going to take the underdog bet because we kind of all were on the same page about this thing. I don't think Kansas City's going to win. I think that, everyone's like, Patrick Mahomes always finds a way to win. I think that they're going to get so close that it's going to come down to like a field goal kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm taking Kansas City plus 3.5 points. Okay. So they start out 3.5-0. And I'm going to take the over of the total of 44.5. Okay. Seems reasonable. The over definitely seems reasonable. If anything, if you're a little scared of the points, just pick Baltimore to win, right? Over 44.5, which I thought was low. And then the Lions, I'm going to take the Lions plus 7 because they could win. And they could potentially lose, but it'll be a close fucking game.
Yep.
Upset otherwise. And then I'm also going to take the over in that game of 51.5. I think.
Whoa.
Jared Goff. Okay. I think watching the Packers play the way that we did is going to, boost the Lions' performance essentially. I think Christian McCaffrey will still score like 2 touchdowns probably again. Yeah, so you can guarantee 14 points there alone. Brock Purdy might do a little bit better against the Lions defense than what he just did because he's once again, he just came back from injury and all that other stuff, so he's still like heating up and trying to get back into it. Or on the flip side, that pressure from Hutchinson could be so intense that he crumbles. So, but I'm still taking the over in that 51.5 because I'm taking the underdog bet this week, which means a $10 bet will pay me and us $108.20.
So what you just said about Purdy is he could do really good, but he could also do really bad. And it's completely possible.
It's any given Sunday. It's any given Sunday. That's football, dude. Have you not watched football before?
No, I know. It's like, you know, I can say,
any given
we
Sunday.
can say the same thing about every quarterback. They could be really good or it could be really bad.
Yeah, and that's what betting literally is. Betting is literally that.
Oh, man.
Are they going to have a good week or are they going to have a bad week? Who fucking knows? You don't know what's going on in people's personal lives.
Something else to point out, the weather for that Niner games could be like high 50s, low 60s, clear skies, no rain. So,
yeah,
like you said, Purdy could be playing better since that ball isn't going to be slick like it was last
Conditions
weekend.
are right. Conditions are right.
Mm-hmm. Conditions are ideal, for sure, for a Lions upset.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's your shark chop.
Well, good bet, Snick. I agree with most of it, but
what don't you agree with?
I don't think Kansas City covers.
It doesn't matter. I
don't think Kansas City covers.
3.5. You don't think they're going to be that close?
No, I think Ravens will beat them like 30-25.
It's Patrick Mahomes, dude.
I understand that. I understand we're not supposed to bet against him because the script writers say not to. Because he said, "Oh, you want to bet against Patrick Mahomes? Oh, fuck you. Let's see what happens in Buffalo next weekend, okay?" So I get it.
Oh,
you know?
But I thought it couldn't go either way. I thought it couldn't be either way.
Oh, you thought wrong, okay? Who's writing the script? You or the script writer? No.
It's fucking bullshit. All right.
Dad are fighting.
You're goddamn right. Your mom's a whore. I'm talking to you, Joe. Obviously, I'm talking about
what?
You are the mom in this situation.
Oh.
All right, guys. If you watched this far, we appreciate it. Thank you. We only got a couple more episodes left for the season of football. We're going to talk about it. We might do one episode every month again like we did last year. And just talk about
Oh, we are. We're talking about the whole offseason, baby. Wall-to-wall coverage. We might create a subscription channel. We will call it Opinions Mostly Plus. Subscribe to us for $3.99 a month, you know? You can see the inside exclusive stuff.
Hey, we'll make $4 every month. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. Is it our own money?
Yeah. Rob's like, all right, we'll split the
Yeah.
What's the revenue split between $16? Oh, okay. $4 a piece.
Oh no, I mean, we get paid back but less because of taxes. What?
That's right. The 50% cut
right.
that Roku once.
Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Ask some questions. We used to have some people asking questions. We got kind of big for a second, and then we just like deflated.
Wow, fucking straight up called out. Okay.
He's been doing that a lot tonight. Like,
yeah, what the fuck's your problem, Joe?
I don't know.
I'm just zapping people left and right here, man.
I'm gonna start writing aggressive questions and just put
You
you on.
should.
Why the fuck is special teams so dumb?
Block sender.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Have a good fucking weekend. Let's go fucking, I guess, the Lions.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Feel the roar, baby.
Wait.
Ravens and Lions.
Let's end it with this. We're going to each say one word. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then you got to pick and end the episode. Ready, Joe? One team to win the Super Bowl. Go.
Ravens.
Aaron?
Ravens.
Nick? Ravens. Okay, well, they're going to lose now. Okay.
Yeah.
Peace out.